All right, guys, here we are. Today we're looking at this vise. Well, not exactly this vise, but a little bit vices in general. These things are gigantic, and sometimes you need something a little bit smaller because you got the part that's smaller. So, I was talking about how this item can get shrunk down to the size of this item, or even this item in the right situation. And now I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So, for this guy right here, the size of this item, we're looking at this. Here is like a little pocket vise, or I'm not sure exactly what to call it. I think it's more for like gunsmithing, but I could actually see some pretty heavy use cases for this, even just in respect to the other vise. Now, I'm not sure if the nutting system here is absolutely ideal, but that's not necessarily the point we're talking about today. You can get the basic idea. You twist down, and it's just a little vise. And it even it doesn't auto grip, but you can pinch it down with your hand. It's got a little spring in there. Obviously, this guy is old. I'm not sure if they make something quite like this today, and I don't actually know where it's made. But it does feel relatively like an item of pretty good quality. And what I mean for the use case today is if we bring over this gigantic vise again here. Let's see. Sometimes you need a part at the opposite angle, or like perpendicular to what your jaws are at. So if your jaws are facing this way, sometimes you need to hold the part just the other way. And with this, that's actually achievable because you can just stick this little end right in there, and then you can quickly swap out the direction you need. So now you have access to this little tiny vise in the big vise. And also, sometimes you always need to quickly move stuff around. And with the little vise inside of the big vise, you don't even have to unclamp this thing, and you can just rotate and grip it however you need it in the bigger vise. So there is going to be a use case for these guys today. On top of that, we've got, of course, the one closer to this size here. And that's going to look something like this. I think that's more specifically for a jeweler. I guess you could also be for a gunsmith as well. Again, I don't know where this guy is made. It might be, well, it's got some lettering there, PAN. It might be China, but for a tool like this that you wouldn't use very often, you don't need something of great extreme quality here. So it's a really interesting tool to have, and ever since I found out about them, I kind of wanted to have some. I held off for quite some time. And eventually I did pull the trigger, obviously. I mean, here they are right here. I haven't used them a whole lot, but I am glad to have them because, like I said, sometimes you're gripping something small or you need the mobility. And for this guy, you know, sometimes you really are gripping something really small. And being handheld, you know, you can file or do whatever you need to on this little vise here. So they're definitely unique pieces, and I am glad to have them available to myself. Maybe you guys will find them to be interesting as well.